Hey y'all, sorry about that. I got cut off, my phone rang, but this is going to be part 2 of the Slight Edge and the summary of the book. So I'm in chapter 7, and what Jeff Olson is talking about here is that there is this component to the Slight Edge that you have to have, and it is happiness. And so he's talking about the secret of happiness. And he gives a little background. He says that most of the last 100 years, the modern study of psychology has focused on what has gone wrong with people, as in emotional disturbances, trauma, psychosis, that kind of thing. Then the happiness revolution came along back somewhere in the 90s. And what was found was that happiness is not something you pursue, it is something you do. Or it is a lot of little somethings, little things that you do every day. He says doing things that make you happy, it doesn't just make you happier, it also makes your life work better. Happiness is not the brass ring at the end of the merry-go-round. It is not the result of getting all the other stuff right. Success, money, marriage. It's what you do now that leads to getting the other stuff right. So in other words, you do things that bring happiness, and you have these happy habits, he calls them, and then those other things are a byproduct many times. He says the key to making the slight edge work is your attitude or emotions. He found that happiness was the missing ingredient that many people need to make the slight edge work. He says slight edge plus happy habits equals success. So happy habits, and he gives examples of 5. Sorry, I have something on my lip that is like a hair. Sorry about that. He says, number 1, every morning write down 3 things you're thankful for. This is nothing new. We're told, or at least I've been told many, many times, have a gratitude, create a gratitude habit. So 3 things every morning that you're thankful for. Number 2, journal 2 minutes each day about a positive experience in the last 24 hours. And actually, this came from a book that I read. Sorry, I am drawing a blank. I will put it in the notes. But he's taking some of these from that book. It's something about positive. I cannot remember to save my life. I'll put it in the notes. Number 3, meditate daily. 4, do a random act of kindness over the course of each day. And 5, exercise 15 minutes every day. Going back to that, journaling 2 minutes each day about a positive experience, it sounds like that's very similar to the gratitude, writing 3 things down that you're thankful for. But the purpose of that is when you're writing for 2 minutes, you're really thinking about the prior 24 hours, thinking of something that's positive, and then all the details for that, getting very detailed about it. And it really gets those good hormones in your brain going. In chapter 9, it's titled, You Have to Start with a Penny. He says, successful people do what unsuccessful people are not willing to do, even when it doesn't look like it makes any difference. And, that's a theme through the book. He says, add 1 penny's worth to your happiness, to your sense of self, to your friendships, your health, whatever skills and areas of knowledge you're pursuing. So he's talking about, in the prior chapter, those happy habits and what those are. He mentioned, his mother, how he never could think of a time that his mother was negative. She didn't say negative things. She never talked negatively about people. She was